9 wins with 8 losses. 5 of those wins coming inside the scheduled distance. He weighed yesterday at 17 stone, 9 pounds, and comes from Poland. Would you please give a nice warm welcome to Piotr Jurczyk. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the green and the red tartan trunks. As a professional, he is undefeated with 2 contests, 2 wins, 1 of those wins coming inside the scheduled distance. He tipped the scales at 18 stone, 1.5 pounds, and he comes to the ring as the reigning Olympic super heavyweight champion from Wembley, A-Force, Audley Harrison. Your timekeeper in the bout is Mr. Jim Russell, and your referee who will now give his final instructions is one of the world's leading referees, Mr. Richie Davis of Kent.
Well, Audley Harrison resplendent in tartan and looks a lot trimmer and a lot slimmer than when we last saw him struggling.
You have both had your instructions in the dressing room. Give me a good clean contest. Good luck to you both. Shake hands now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 3-minute rounds.
Final instructions then from referee Richie Davis. Audley Harrison came under a fair old bit of criticism for his conditioning.
Well, you know, I liked the way how he looked when he got in the center of the ring. I mean, he put that game face right on top of him. You know, he's a lot leaner for this fight, and I believe he's going to use the speed. One thing that I noticed about in his second fight, what he was always going to the right, going into the opponent's right hand. Now he's changed that up a little bit, it looks like. Hopefully he continues.
Well, it's a busy start by Harrison against a man who has come here having put the reigning French heavyweight champion Yassine Kingbo in the seat of his pants, winning that in Marseille in August in just 50 seconds. First time I saw Piotr Jurczyk was in Belfast, way back in 1998 when he stopped one William Clyde in 2 rounds, and then followed that up a few months later with a win over another Ulsterman, Paul Douglas, the former Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
Jim, this is the only thing that makes me very nervous. When he's going to the left, he's going right into Jurczyk's right hand. He's got to go the opposite way. He's a southpaw.
Good shot by Harrison with the left hand, that left uppercut.
Well, he just caught a nice overhand right there on the top of his head there.
Well, Jurczyk can certainly bang a little bit, but he has been stopped. He's been stopped no fewer than 3 times, but he's won 5 of his 9 victories by KO. Good stiff, and he's trying to swarm all over Harrison. I think this is what Jurczyk is going to have to do.
This guy is not afraid of being punched. So, you know, these kinds of guys are very dangerous. And like I mentioned earlier, I would like to see Harrison move to the right way that he's supposed to be, to his right, instead of to his left, because he's moving right into the right hand of Jurczyk.
Not much difference between them in terms of age, but Harrison towering over his opponent by 2 or 3 inches, and he's got a very definite reach advantage, which at the moment he's not really using, but is easing himself into this nice and easily.
See, he's doing much better when he's moving to the right. He's staying out of danger, you know, because Jurczyk looks like he's a puncher that is looking for a dream, and anything can happen in that ring, you know.
And when you're weighing in on something in the region of 250 pounds, you do carry a punch.
Oh, well, this guy here, I mean, looking at Harrison, 252 pounds and a half, that's still a lot of weight too. But I think he's got to box this guy. Don't try to stand in there and trade punches.
Jurczyk has got the hands held up in front of his face. Good footwork by Audley Harrison. A tentative start to the first round. Harrison just trying to get the measure of this big, hefty fellow. He needs to win this in a little bit of style. That's better by Harrison, using that southpaw right of his and some good footwork. A little bit of a bounce in the toes now of the Olympic super heavyweight champion.
Well, I like to see Harrison box a little more. I mean, he looks perfectly good fit. I mean, he should box a little more.
Well, I'm surprised at that booing here in the Kelvin Hall. It wasn't a bad run by Audley Harrison.
And all his things, and just get the job done.
Jurczyk off the stool the quicker. Harrison now moving quite nicely, still jabbing out that southpaw right of his, and he moved out of the way of a wicked-looking left from the pole.
As long as he stayed moving to the right, he's doing well. See, that was a nice left hook by Jurczyk, but he's got to go back to the, don't go left, go right. Because he's running right into Jurczyk's right hand. He's got to go the opposite way. That confuses him because he's a southpaw.
Jurczyk coming, barreling in.
Oh.
Except Harrison, the referee had not sent a break, and if the referee doesn't say break, you've got to present yourself at all times.
They're getting dirty now. You know, the referee's got to get in there and tighten things up a little better. Ooh!
That looked a little low from Harrison. Richie Davis, I think, just said to him, keep the punches up. Harrison working hard inside. He maybe feels he wants to stand and trade. Once again, a left from the Olympic super heavyweight champion goes into the fairly fleshy abdomen of the Polish boxer. Good defense by Harrison. Jurczyk has a glance at his corner. He's got him with a good right hand.
Nice body shot. Nice right body shot. I don't think he continue. One of those punches there like that, it's a knockout. You can't grab for air. I mean, that hurt.
Jurczyk doesn't want to go on. Richie Davis has called it off. Not perhaps the most satisfactory means for Harrison to win, but a win is a win, and that was a very, very good shot. Jurczyk is a big man, pushing 250 pounds, but Harrison, the short right hand, underneath the elbow into that lower rib, and that takes the steam out of you.
Oh, that sure does. I tell you, you can't catch your air. I mean, that is worse than getting hit in the head. I mean, you're trying to recover, but it's just say, for example, if you got hit with that same shot in the same spot again, here it is. A nice shot.
Traveled about 6 inches, perfectly delivered.
Right.
Harrison prepared to follow it up, and Jurczyk simply went to ground. Another angle.
Nice. Right under the rib cage. Right under that rib cage, and that hurts.
Well, Harrison had an iffy start to the contest, picked it up very nicely, got his tactics right, kept away from the right hand of the Polish boxer, and showed a very, very nice bit of class in there, because that, for a very, very big man with long arms, is a hard punch to deliver, Marvin.
Well, I thought, basically, I thought that Harrison was going to do a little bit more boxing, you know, because this guy looked like a person that can absorb a lot of punishment. But I seen that short right hand to the body, I mean, that just ended him. Unbelievable shot. Nice shot.
Well, Harrison.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 24 seconds of the second round, the referee having stopped the contest, Piotr Jurczyk being in no position to defend himself, your winner and still undefeated, A-Force, Audley Harrison. And you're appreciated for a very unfortunate boxer indeed there, Piotr Jurczyk.
Piotr Jurczyk from Poznan in Poland got caught with a very good short right hand underneath his left elbow, and it really took all the steam out of him. And perhaps wasn't the way that Audley Harrison would have wanted to end it. He probably would have liked to have maybe put together some kind of a combination, but it didn't really matter. Harrison has produced a very good hard body shot, which travelled 6 or 7 inches in the second round. He came in considerable style to the Celtic band, the Clanandrumna, and the Scottish crowd got behind him wearing those tartan shorts of his. We're expecting Audley Harrison to get back into the ring early December, and needless to say, that's a contest, once it's made and sorted out, you'll be able to see here with us on BBC television. A little shake of the hands for his 30-year-old opponent.